Now let's go see if we can't get a deal to be done. All right, we begin negotiating where we left off with 4 years. And give him a little more of a bag. Maybe we go up to 5, up until he's 30. The offer is perfect. We're going to have AJ Terrell stay for this series. Since we have AJ Terrell signed with a huge contract, we're going to go ahead and we're going to edit his appearance due to these mods from Harold24. Sorry, Harold24 made a dope sleeve mod with the Unlock Ultra mod that I'm going to show you guys right here. All right, I just got to take away his like little armbands still, but this is what we're rocking into. Hi, Heidi ho, and welcome back to the channel, everyone, and welcome back to the Atlanta Falcons franchise. In today's video, we're going to keep it simple. We got to get through the season. We have Kenny Pickens, Jalen Warren, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Due to the injury to Arnold Ebiketie last week, we are going to have to pick up Nick Bonito to come in and play our starting edge rush on the left side, as well as be a backup right outside linebacker to DJ Wanyamumman. We also cut a left guard that wasn't playing, but let's go ahead and get into the Steelers game. All right, I'd like to welcome you all to Pittsburgh as we have a new presentation mod active. I wanted to change up the presentation. We're going to use the CBS. Kenny Pickens so far this season is playing his average mid. Flacco this season is also playing kind of booty cheeks. So I want to let y'all know before we get too invested into that one, as you see AJ rocking the sleeves, we're going to do a little bit of a hybrid. We're going through 3 games. We're going through Pittsburgh as well as the Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. So we're going to watch probably the first drive from each team, and then we're going to try to go ahead and get into the 4th quarter unless it gets exciting. If you are excited for this matchup and the following matchups, hit that like button as we get ready and get set to get this kickoff underway. All right, I'd like to welcome everyone to this incredible matchup. We have Atlanta Falcons, Pittsburgh Steelers, as this one's going to be neat in the back of the end zone. This is one of the guys that like the league says maybe don't worry too much about. We started this series before they were able to pick up any massive names. In this verse, they choose to stay with him as it's going to be a handoff. No, play action. That's going to be a lot of pressure as Dallas Turner's going to get to him for the sack. Let's go, Atlanta. Now, this Atlanta defense is going to have to try to slow them down. Now, the Dallas game and this game, our opponents will be like above 500, as that's going to be complete to his tight end, Pat Freiermuth. As we look at our injuries, Chris Lindstrom, Jake Matthews, and Arnold Ebiketie, as our edge rush suffers. I'm sorry, I'm speaking too much. Our edge rush suffers, and so does our offensive line. Pickens scrambles on this play, as that's going to be a 5-yard rush. All mods will be linked in the description, of course, with proper shout-outs, as we are able to force a punt on their first drive. The scramble from Pickens not enough, as this one could be returnable. We'll see what Hardman does here, as there's some daylight that gets taken out. These dark jerseys by Your Best Bengal, as well as our jerseys. I am in love with these jersey mods. Please check them out in the Discord, also linked below. Joe Flacco coming into this game, however, he's thrown 712 yards as we get ready for our Atlanta Falcons first drive of the game. We're going to hand it off to Robinson to start off, who's going to be swallowed up in the backfield by Queen. Robinson last game, he was able to get us a good touchdown as well as play phenomenally, as we're going to keep it 2 on second, and that's going to be 2 on the second down run. After a gain of 2 against this hard-fighting Pittsburgh defense, look out for Hayward on the edge as Flacco has pressure, and he gets that one to London, who's short of the first down. We're going to go ahead and get into simulation. Sorry about that. We have Pittsburgh offense after 5-yard run. We're going to go ahead and get into normal simulation as Tyler Boyd. We're basically going to be playing the moments as third down opportunity, and that's going to be a huge catch for Deontay We're going to keep on simulating as the first down run goes nowhere. Second down run for 2. And on 3rd and 8, they're going to get it in to Pickens and goal line now. 10 yards out, incomplete. And then they get 6 on 2nd, needing to not break. George Pickens gets in there. We'll see how Atlanta answers here with a first down run of 2 and going backwards on 2nd. Going backwards on 2nd again, forcing a huge 3rd down, and we are also punting. First down run goes for 5 for them, as I'm just gonna continue to simulate as they're punting to us now. Yeah, I'm gonna simulate and just let y'all know whenever things get interesting. All right, on a needed 3rd down, we throw an interception to Brandon Johnson as Dallas Turner knocks a ball away on 1st down after the interception. They have a red zone opportunity now here early in the 2nd, as they're going to run it with Najee, and they are 4th and inches. We'll see if they elect to go for it, and they do and do not get it. That is incredible. Obviously, we are going to struggle. I don't know what that penalty is, but we have a 2nd and 5 as Atlanta's going ahead and drive. I'm going to go ahead and, 3rd and 5, and that's going to be knocked away. We're punting. Yeah, I'll let y'all know whenever it gets interesting again. Interception yet again, Minkah Fitzpatrick, as we are going to make a change at quarterback coming out of the half. I want to bring in Desmond Ridder, see how he performs. We got a minute 40 left in the half, as I'm going to go ahead and bring us into gameplay. 1st and goal, Pittsburgh looking to score here at home. Make it a 3-score game. I doubted Pickens, and he's proved me nothing but wrong, as that's back of the end zone, incomplete. Kenny Pickens on this game has been able to find the end zone twice with his team. I believe one of them was a run, as that's what they're going to do here. No, I tried to guess. It didn't work. That's going to be incomplete again. 10 for 16. He has 1 touchdown. Jeff Warren, I believe, has the other, as we got some butt taps, and Pickens with some pressure. That's going to go out of bounds. They're going to go ahead and take the field goal like a bunch of cowards. Kick is up, and of course, it's good. Alrighty. Joe Flacco's last time being in this game, potentially, as we have a 2-minute drive. We'll see what he's able to do. Flacco gets pressured, and that's going to be almost intercepted again. Oh my God, this man has an addiction with firing that ball to the enemy team. We'll see what we're able to do here. 2nd and long. Flacco takes the snap, and that's going to be more pressure. Complete and out of bounds after a gain of 4. It looks like Bijan Robinson is going to be our main catalyst for getting through this one way or another. As 3rd and 6, we're going to get... Oh my God, Joe Flacco. I'm not watching a punt. We're going to go ahead and get into the second half. Oh my goodness. Come on, Flacco. We are at, like, knocking on the door. 26 seconds left in the first half. Flacco gets the snap and a ton of pressure. That's all it is this game. They're just bringing pressure and pressure and pressure, and there's nothing we're doing to stop it. Guess our O-line just can't take it. That's going to be incomplete for Kyle Pitts. 3rd and 17 at the 41-yard line. Joe Flacco looking to pass. Deep drop. Pressure coming. And that's going to be fired out of bounds. What are we doing? All right, as the coach of the Atlanta Falcons, it was fun, but I want Desmond Ridder to come back in because, good God, that is abysmal to watch. We're going to go back into Super Sim. Actually, no, I kind of wonder how the Cowboys are playing, so we're going to... we'll go into Slow Sim. Yeah. All right, we got to kick off. 7 seconds left in the second half. I want to see if the Cowboys are able to sustain their winning streak, as I think it actually ended last week, but I'm unsure. As 3 seconds left, I'm sure they're just going to... Hey, don't interrupt me. I'm sure they're just going to run it out. Yeah, so I'll let y'all know. I'm looking for the Cowboys. Otherwise, we'll just get into the next half.
A few moments later.
Hopefully, Desmond Ridder can be the relieving quarterback, and something can change as Atlanta... We'll watch Atlanta's possession. Oh, return. Hardman. And that's going to be, can y'all be generous and give it at like the 17 as Desmond Ritter's coming out. It sounds as if this Pittsburgh team or Pittsburgh home like crowd likes this idea. We start with a handoff to Robinson, and that's going to be a pretty little pickup of 4. Alrighty, we're going to go ahead and get a 2nd and 6 opportunity. And that's going to be pressure well picked up, and that's just incomplete, intended for Robinson. Desmond Ritter's first pass is incomplete. We'll see what he's able to do here on 3rd and 6 as pressure's not sent, and that's going to be complete. Rome Odunze with the first down. That's what I want to see. Get me back excited. Come on, Rome. 1st and 10 now after the Rome Odunze catch. We're going to hand off to Algier, who's got some daylight. Minka Fitzpatrick meets him at about the, we'll say 39-ish. At the 39, look and run with Robinson. We'll see what Atlanta does on 1st down, and they do run it. And that's going to be another good pickup. After the 1st down, this Pittsburgh defense looks a little shaketh up. I'm going to have to subtitle that probably. Anywho, 2nd and 3, handoff. Algier, more daylight. It looks as if they're just not going to guard the run, in which, hey, utilize that. 1st and 10, we'll see what Atlanta does and draws up here. We're going to run it again, and that's going nowhere. Yep, I said be careful about that man. He's going to do something. If anything, watch out for 97 and 90, as it just doesn't look like TJ Watt is playing tonight. Don't know if he's injured. We'll check momentarily as Ritter's throw is caught. Thank you. As that's Drake's London's, first, second catch of the game? I don't know. Joe Flacco was throwing picks 5th. So Drake London, you're just not doing it. Nothing with the ball. 3rd and 7. That's going to be a deep shot caught by Juju Smith-Schuster. What a catch by Juju. Throw that a little down maybe, Desmond. 1st and 10. Looking heavy. Big heavy. As that's going to be a sack. Oh, he gets it out of his hands, but that's going to be knocked away. I was so sure that was a sack. 2nd and 10 for Ritter and this Atlanta offense as pressure sent yet again. That's a touchdown. McCall Hardman Jr. Atlanta scores. Sorry, I got really excited there. I haven't seen a touchdown from our team in so long. Extra point, making it a 10-7 ball game. A nice long sustained drive is what we needed, as that's a pretty good return for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I hope our defense can just do something about this offense, as they're going to be punting back to us. All right, now all we need to do is just have another long sustaining drive in which big plays like that. Desmond Ritter looking to make his name known, like this is Desmond Ritter's comeback game as he gets sacked there. 3rd and 4, red zone opportunity. Let's play some 3rd and 4 in a close ball game. Atlanta looking to tie it up soon, as that's going to be knocked incomplete. Oh, that's a big-time bummer. We're going to get 3 out of it at least. I was hoping to pop in, see the completion, see a score, but we're going to get 3 out of it. But that's going to be a 13-17 lead, or 13-17 game. Pittsburgh still leading at home. All right, we have sub 2-minute warning with a huge run from Bijan Robinson as we look to end this game with a victory. Desmond Ritter wanting to come back with a victory. 1st and 10, throw for Ritter. Ton of pressure, and that's going to be in the hand. Nope, he dropped it. Oh, my God. After the incomplete catch from Rome Odunze, we have 2nd and 10 now for this Atlanta offense. Desmond Ritter fires intermediate. That's caught Kyle Pitts. Timeout spent. 3rd and 2. This is very defining as this Atlanta offense looks to score, and that's going to be caught. Rome Odunze makes up for the drop. Let's go, rookie. Let's go, baby. 12-second runoff. As Atlanta, they need to maybe slow it down a little bit, but keep the pressure on. They've stalled out so much in this 4th quarter in this area specifically, as Kyle Pitts gets the huge catch. 3 yards. 2nd and 7. We get audible Ritter. See what they're drawing up. Let's see what he calls. as he looks to throw. Fires that one. Romo Dunze yet again. First and goal. This rookie has been electric. Following the timeout and catch from this Atlanta offense. First and goal opportunity. Desmond Ridder back to throw. Pressure sent. Fires to Bijan Robinson, who just needs a yard. They're going to call him out. They're going to call him out. Unfortunately, it looks as if Bijan Robinson is out before he breaks the plane here. As, yep, literally a ton of yards, as that's going to be out the back of the end zone. Quarterback sneak it, maybe. Third and goal. We look pass. Maybe we should run it. Keep an eye on Juju, bottom of your screen, as that's going to be fired. Touchdown of the season as the Atlanta Falcons take a 2-point lead. What a great play. Jace McClellan just slips out of the backfield, and he's just in his spot that no one else is in. Huge play as we come up for the extra point. Make it a 3-point game. Now, Pittsburgh, they have been pretty good, but they have also struggled in the fourth quarter. Hopefully, we're able to hold on. 36 seconds left remaining in this one. We'll see what Kenny Pickens and George Pickens and the other guys can do here in Pittsburgh. Ball game time, defense. Let's go. This is where we make our money. We just paid a ton of money on one man specifically. That one's going to be fired short, and Jeff Okota is there to make the tackle. We have 2nd and 7, 31 left as Pittsburgh uses a timeout. See what Kenny Pickens does. That one's going to be fired to intermediate, and that's going to be out of bounds. You know who that is. That's George Pickens. That man is going to be a problem as they are knocking on the red zone. They are within field goal range, within maybe about 10 yards. See what they do here. First and goal. Pickens looks to throw, and that's going to be complete. A.J. Terrell was the one covering him, and he just unable to knock the ball loose. We might have an overtime ball game, as that's going to be fired and caught. What a huge pickup there. No huddle, 7-second runoff. They're just going to call a timeout and get the kicker out here. Falcons ice the kicker as we come out for the game-tying field goal. Pittsburgh looking to tie this up, make it an overtime ball game, as my plans have shifted. We're not going to be getting to that Vikings game today. I don't think I'll have time, as the kick is up and it is good. We're going to have overtime here in this ball game, as we're going to go ahead and just start where we pick up. Oh, I guess our offense just has possession. Okay, we'll slow sim it, see what happens. Desmond Ridder relieving Joe Flacco continuously. I haven't seen another interception pop up, so he can keep it as we start our 20, and that's going to be a huge pickup. 6 for Robinson on the first down run. Atlanta has struggled mildly in this one, but win this overtime ball game, as that's going to be a sack. As I was going to say, I was saying that they hope that this overtime might be a little relieving to them. I believe it's first to score. I'm unfamiliar with the overtime rules with like what happened in the Super Bowl and everything. Big confuzzled, as that's going to be incomplete through the hands of Juju. Punt for Atlanta on their first attempt of overtime. We come out to Pittsburgh's first attempt of overtime. I don't know why it was showing us Atlanta's offensive efficiency. They start with a run, which I think we probably should have done a little bit more of, as Najee Harris has also looked to be struggling in this one. Both teams' run defense has showed up, but it looks like neither team is able to pass either. Kenny Pickens hands it off to Harris on the second down run, and that's going to be a quick tackle with a flag. Holding has been called upon the Pittsburgh Steelers on the second down run attempt. We're going to go ahead and accept that one and just push them back a little bit, hoping to keep them out of scoring range. Pickens gets pressured here, and he's going to get out for a good little bit of yardage. It's 3 on his scramble. After a scramble of 3, we got a 3rd and 16. Pickens is hit while he throws, and that's overthrown and incomplete. They are forced to punt as well on their first attempt. Hopefully we don't have the same thing in this one, as Robinson gets huge yardage. That's going to be a huge pickup, putting him at an 80 ball today. That's a huge run. That's his second huge run of the game, as we simulated one earlier. 1st and 10 now. Atlanta, what do? We hand it off to Algier, who's going to be swallowed up quickly. Holcomb able to bring down Algier on the 1st down run. We'll see what Atlanta does, as they do keep it on the ground. It's what I wanted to see. I just want 97 away from us. As Cameron Hayward continues to wreck our backfield and continue to stick it in me in ways I don't. Why is he in coverage? What is that? What is that? Drake London breaks a tackle. Oh my God, I'm being boozled, as I don't know. The Rizzler has come out and proved a lot to me personally, as it looks like this is a huge game for this Atlanta offense. We have a handoff here to Robinson, who breaks the first contact, but swallowed down shortly after. Sorry. 2nd and 9, Atlanta football at about the 42. We elect to run and fumble. Oh, Bijan Robinson trying to stiff arm someone, coughs the ball up. Pittsburgh's going to be coming out here on offense, because, yeah, he is absolutely standing. You see it clearly right there. This is a terrible angle, but, yeah, you perfectly see he is standing. Following the turnover, this Pittsburgh offense has a chance to score, as Atlanta just can't stop shooting itself in the foot. Jeff Okota on coverage, playing great cornerback. Yeah, obviously throwing empty backfield as we rush 4. It gets to him, but not to him, as Richie Grant plays great on coverage. They're forced to punt. We'll see if this offense can get its rhythm back after the fumble. They were stomping and marching pretty well, as that's going to be a tackle for loss on 1st down. Robinson, pretty abysmal night, except for a couple of huge runs, as that's going to be fired to him now. Hey, if he's effective in the passing game, we'll take it. 245 with 2 touchdowns for Ritter, as he has relieved Joe Flacco in this one. 3rd and 10, Ritter back to throw. Fires that one to Juju, who caught it short of the 1st down, though. We're going to punt. I'm going to go ahead and take us into normal sim now, as I'm kind of tired watching all this. I was hoping to get through 3 games, and these teams just have deceived me too much. This is the game-ending drive, and we're nowhere close. We're going to end this one with a tie. What are we doing? Just, unless there was an interception, it did kind of just end with like 50-something seconds. There was a pick 6 or a... Oh boy. We'll see what happened here momentarily. With 45 seconds left, there was a fumble recovered for a touchdown. I don't know what to say. This Atlanta team is just abysmal. Coming in week 10 against the Dallas Mavericks, they're 7-1, and honestly, I'm probably just going to go ahead and simulate this week and show y'all the box score once I am done with it. After the game against Dallas, we had a 34-24 loss. We had almost 400 yards on offense, as Joe Flacco was our starter in that one. I forgot to bring back in Desmond Ritter, but with 5 sacks and only 200 yards, that's not going to be enough. As we look at Robinson, he had a good game, and we were struggling to pass the ball, obviously. Drake London, Romo Dunze, and also Kyle Pitts unable to get it. He only has 2 catches. We have 2 new injuries coming out of the Dallas game as well. We're going to missing Puna Ford and Brown. Good God almighty. I think this season's a wash, so I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I hope you did enjoy the content, and I hope you are excited for what I have explored for this channel. I'm sorry the video didn't get posted in time, but I got a little caught in my personal life. But I hope to see y'all in the next one, and as always, have a blessed evening. Deuces, everyone.